Have you ever wondered why a Twisted randomly leaves you and switches to your teammate? Like when I was playing Astro, Twisted Yata immediately logged on to Gigi the second he saw her, and never came back to me. And on the other hand, why do you sometimes keep on pulling Twisted when you don't want them to see you? For example, when I was Brightly, the Twisteds were constantly coming for me and completely ignoring Eclipse. If you've ever been confused by this, don't worry, by the end of this video you'll completely understand why it happens, and it will completely change how you play Dandy's world. So, why does this actually happen? Let's take a look at the stats of Astra and Brightly and let's figure it out together. Yep, you guessed it, stealth. In this video, I'll break down exactly how stealth works, why Twisteds target certain players over others, and how you can use it to your advantage. The Dandy's World wiki says that stealth is an important stat in Dandy's World. Stealth determines the detection distance for Twisted and which players are prioritized. But honestly, I think stealth is much more important than what the wiki makes it sound, so let's take a look at these clips of Astro and Brightly with that in mind. Now, Astro, as you could have already seen, he has a stealth stat of 5, while Gigi has a stealth of 3. That's why Yata switches to Gigi, because Twisteds prioritize the player with lower stealth. Now let's talk about Brightly. Brightly has a stealth of 1, which is the lowest stealth in the game. The only other tunes with a stealth of 1 are Gordy and of course Shrimpo. Because of this, Twisteds will almost always stay locked onto Brightly, unless Shrimp or Gordy pulls the Twisteds off her, or use some other tricks that I'll explain later in the video. Line of sight, also known as LOS, is exactly what it sounds like. It's whether a Twisted can see the tune they're chasing. For example, if a Twisted spots you and you run in a straight line, you're keeping LOS. But if you run around an island, a wall, or anything basically, you break LOS. This is really important, because if you have low stealth and you want the Twisted to stay on the distractor, you need to make sure to lose LOS with them, and that the Twisteds get LOS on the distractor back. And this works no matter how much stealth the distractor has. However, be careful, if the distractor breaks LOS with the Twisteds, they can immediately switch to you, even if you have 5 stealth. So, what actually happens when two players have the exact same stealth? In this situation, Twisteds can't prioritize anyone based on stealth alone. Instead, they'll usually focus on whoever is closer, or whoever they currently have line of sight on. Because of this, positioning and movement become way more important. Small mistakes like running too close to the Twisted or breaking LOS at the wrong moment can cause the Twisted to instantly switch targets, even though both players have the same identical stealth stat. This is why good movement and awareness can matter just as much as stealth itself. If the other person wants the Twisteds to come on him, you can also just simply use a stealth candy. Now, what stealth fits your playstyle? This really depends on how you like to play. If you enjoy distracting, lower stealth is actually better, since it makes Twisteds more likely to stay on you, instead of switching on someone else. Though if you prefer extracting, then average to high stealth is the safer option, as it helps prevent Twisteds from targeting you in the first place. Now, don't get me wrong, if you're more advanced, you can extract with low stealth tunes, for example Gordy, or distract using average stealth ones, if not even higher. Like some people distract Spassy, which I don't know why you would do, but sure I guess. But just keep in mind that doing this is much riskier, so if you're choosing that playstyle, make sure you're confident with your positioning, movement and LOS management. If you're using a tune with 1 stealth, it's important to know that stealth boosting items like the diary don't actually affect your stealth stat as of the time of recording. Because of this, using stealth items on a 1 stealth tune is basically a waste, so you're better off saving those slots for something more useful. Also, Pipple's ability works very similarly, if not just like an air horn. It immediately pulls Twisteds towards you and effectively lowers your stealth by drawing their attention. This makes it great for distracting, but also risky if you're not prepared. So make sure you use it at the right moment. If you learned something from this video, drop a comment. I'd love to hear what helped you the most, and don't forget to like the video so I know if you want more content like this. Thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. If you're still here, that means you either enjoyed it, hopefully, or you forgot to click off. Both are valid. Anyways, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.